It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8th, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
35-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the
pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And at the 39-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
To number 14.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Green Bay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
To Aaron Jones.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This is Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown, Packers! Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they finally stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. A terrific return.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6 from the 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. He may try, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 10, Bengals 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Rodgers. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
The ball carrier.
Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
The kick is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide. To do.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
41-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
First down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
6-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Check 52.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Auden Tate, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
He's tackled at the.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
On the carry.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
cannon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll run it with Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The 39-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
The ball carried by the
first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
4-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Mixon on the carry.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Mixon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing in a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Trenton Cannon.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have taken the lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check.
Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They run for it with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game, 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
27-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 27, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming to you. Shoot.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Joe Mixon.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. Room here to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
44 Mike. Check. Exit.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Here's Conley. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense, of course.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 71 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. One final try now for Rodgers.
Tonight's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bengals, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.